Hey guys, what's up? It's Sky, and I jumped on some Sabotage this morning on Carbonite Freezing Chamber playing as the Rebels, and I had to post this gameplay because I went 42-5. And it's amazing how well you can do when you have a great connection, which is becoming a bit of a rarity for me nowadays. Luckily, I'm looking to move in a couple months, so hopefully I'll have a better connection and I can upload some more great gameplay. Now, the story about this gameplay is that I'm actually running the Scout trait on Sabotage, which is something I generally don't do. I've been really getting into the Bounty Hunter trait, and I have some great gameplay of that I'm going to upload later in the week. I'm starting to think that Bounty Hunter is the new meta. I mean, it was probably always really good. It's just that back to Stemzerker was so OP that no one really paid attention to it. But you think with the recent buffs, the Blaster Cannon, Disruptor Rifle, and the Rocket Launcher and Thermal Imploder have always been money. And on top of that, you're running with Back to Bomb and Adrenaline Stem, and then your cooldowns come off as soon as you get a kill, so you pretty much have infinite back to stems. And check out this money quickscope. This guy probably swore he had a kill, but not today, I'm afraid. And the Cycle Rifle is awesome in these close quarters objective modes. I hopped back on the Outer Rim playlist just the other day on my PC account to unlock Adrenaline Stem, and I swear I was just like hiding right next to the cart, and people just kept coming with their shields up, just running into my Cycle Rifle one after the other. I got like 40 kills that game, and I'm not even that good on PC. And also in the gameplay, I'm running Personal Shield because I found that in these close quarters modes and maps, it's just the way to go because people are running the new card Disruptor, and Personal Shield is really the only counter to it. But in the more long range maps, I've been running the EE3 and Adrenaline Stem. As long as you can keep opponents at an arm's length, I've found that disruption is not really an issue. It doesn't have the greatest range, but up close it is pretty effective, and it's really annoying to get killed by it. But I wouldn't go and raise the nerf flag on this one because I wouldn't say it's OP. It's effective for close quarters, just like the Pulse Cannon is effective at long range. But it takes a lot of skill to really go on a run with these things and use them correctly. It's not like back to Stemzerker was. That thing was OP and it completely overcome the skill gap, and that in my opinion is OP. I mean, you still have to be pretty good to get to rank 3, but once you got rank 3, I mean, you're pretty much on autopilot, and that's pretty much one of the reasons that I just refuse to run it. But back to the gameplay, and again, I'm running the Scout trait, and I normally don't run the Scout trait for most maps and modes, but I actually played a round of Heroes versus Villains earlier to warm up, and I pretty much run Scout in that because you're generally not going to be able to stay up long enough to level up a trait, and at least you can be aggressive and try to flank the heroes. And actually in this gameplay for the longest time, I didn't realize that I had the Scout trait on, and I was wondering why all these enemies were completely oblivious to me as I get owned by a scatter gun here, and that's another one of those guns that goes on my top 10 most annoying things to get killed by in this game. And again, I wouldn't say it's OP, it's on a 25-second cooldown, but it really doesn't take a lot of skill. At least a Cycler Rifle, you have to be accurate. Anyways, in this gameplay I kind of have trouble getting going, and sometimes it's like that. Sometimes I have a money first phase where I just get like 10 defends, and then I can't get going in the second phase. But this game is the complete opposite because I really hit my stride in the second phase. And I think about this time I realized that I'm running the Scout trait, and I start using it to my advantage. Luckily, my teammates do a great job and they pretty much take care of it. And I have to give credit where credit's due. The guy playing Han Solo, he stayed up a long time, and that was one of the keys to our win. Two things that cause the Rebels to lose a lot in Sabotage is hero players that don't stay up, and people either taking forever to get on the point or not getting on the point at all. You gotta realize if you're sitting in the outskirts of the map with your T-21, the Imperials are weighing the burn. The burn is basically, if your team has more bodies on the control point, then you're winning the burn, and it all depends on how many more bodies you have. But a lot of times, I'll die and then I'll run back from the spawn, and I'll run by like 3 or 4 guys with T-21s just hiding behind the box trying to snipe at the point. You have to run something close quarters and get on the point, you know. Run an E4, E11 and get on the point. I can't tell you how many games I lost to the Rebels because people just aren't getting on the point. Anyways, you see Han Solo here next to me, and we're doing a great job keeping the infantry off the point. But pretty soon the heroes are going to come in, and you'll see me get a huge flank on all of them. I happen to pick up a Thermal Imploder and just wreck Boba Fett's face with it, and I ended up killing Dengar and Boba Fett, and they had no idea I was behind them shooting at them the whole time. And they were really close to winning, but we were able to hold them off, and it gets really good from here. I mean, my aim was just on today for some reason. I get caught in a bad spot here, but let me just get out of the way and let you guys enjoy Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later.